Morning, Mehmet. What you saying, bro? Morning, brother. Morning, everyone. How we doing? Morning, people. I ain't gonna go on TikTok today. We're just gonna stay on YouTube. So, morning, Slappo. Morning, Ben. Morning, Tommy. Mehmet, how you doing? Morning, Tommy. Your dad. What you saying? What you saying, Daniel? What you saying, Sammy? Michael? Kendo? What you saying, Jason? Oh shit! Sounded like Darth Vader. Yeah, no, my mic was all the way over there. My mic was all the way over there. What we saying, chat? Morning, VGOG. What you saying? Let me know what pairs we're looking at. Yeah, I was late today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Mate, I've got a peak cold. I don't know why. It's not even cold out. Yeah, I was low key late today. Low key. Let me know what pairs we're looking at, people. Let me know. What we saying? High key low. YouTube got you shadow banned, bro, for real. Well, yeah, I did think that because people don't get notifications. Everyone turn your notifications on, boys, for the live. Yeah, no, I was late today, but every other day will be 8 o'clock. It's calm. I knew today wasn't going to be like the best day anyway. Nothing's happened yet anyway, so it's calm. Nothing's actually happened yet. I mean, we've swept these longs, but there's just nothing really. I mean, if we would have jumped on at 8, we would have just seen price fly by to the upside for the first 30 minutes of the live, so it is what it is. Is what it is. Let me have a look at EU. We did have a trial signal with EU, but I'm not sure if it got tapped in. Not sure if it got tapped in. Let's have a look. Okay, no, it didn't get. Did it? No, it didn't get tapped in. Seeing people getting profits though. Yeah, seeing a lot of people just TP'd on EU on the Discord, so well done to you if you just TP'd. So today just a good day to sit in our hands. We'll go for everything, bro. We'll go for everything. The market's looking good, bro. It's just the fact that EU and GU just really ran. The entry that I would have been looking for on GU as well would have been, to be honest, here. So even that, did it close? Okay, I actually did just about close above. I actually didn't see that in the live market. I did not think that closed above. Regardless, I mean, yeah, so you could have got in off here. This was the only entry really today that would have been deep. Oh, fucking hell. Why is that even a thing? Like, who would ever want to use that? But yeah, so that one I can see, fair enough. I'm not sure the entry on EU, though. A lot of people still got in on EU, so let me know where your entry was on there. But you can see the ALG. Pretty big stop loss, 15 pip stop loss, 30 pip TP for this one. So nothing too crazy with the RR, just a nice standard trade. EU on the other hand didn't really get an entry in my opinion. I know some people would have entered off of. To be fair, it did get an entry again. We did get an entry. I mean, obviously EU had the way better RR, so if you got an EU, to be fair, not way better, it's like one or more. But yeah, EU was nice, GU nice. If you caught that, I didn't catch these. I didn't catch these personally. But yeah, hopefully we can come down for some re-entries. Should really move like this, back down to this order block, and then continue again. So that's the move we'll be open for. I'm actually going to be looking at GJ though, because GJ we've got daily CRT. We've got this low was swept, and then we've got this high to trade into. So obviously it is in line with everything that we want to see on the yen basket as well. Obviously having that bearish yen basket. If we just go over to it, you can see again, really everything we're wanting to see happen's been happening. Got price, you can see, swept out of this high. And then, so we should trade down into this candle's low. So again, we got nice confirmation for where we're heading. Got nice confirmation. It's just about finding an entry on the 4 hour. Not on the 4 hour, on the higher time frame. Let's get rid of all these real quick. Yeah, a load of people getting in on EU and GU. Loads and loads of people. So I'm assuming you man had that on the pre-London. Okay, in this price action I've seen this month. Yeah, man. Nice if you call EU, GU. This is what I'm talking about, discipline though, chat. Like, a few people's like, oh, ALG's not been playing, LG's not been playing this month. Oh, what do we do? Is this normal? Chat, it is very normal. Like, this is what I say every time, is just keep doing the right things, keep moving in the right direction, even if you don't catch a trade, even if it has been 2 weeks where there's been no trade. Keep doing the right things, and eventually it will play out, and eventually you'll get what you deserve from the markets. Like, a lot of people would have found it very difficult early on. But now, no problem at all. No problem at all. You wait for the entry, and now pretty much everyone in the chat's up. But if you asked at the start of the month, they probably wouldn't have said that. That's what I mean. I'll show you. This is this week. On GJ, most people up on EUGU now as well. What are we looking at in terms of JPY? I'm looking at the JPY to sell off from near about that daily true open. So if we get rid of all the indicators for a sec, we go into the hourly, we can see we've got this on the higher time frame to trade into, and then on the daily time frame we've also got this as well. We can see even another grab just there. I'm not sure what time frame. Yeah, this was whatever it was. We can see clearly that last little grab up here. So yeah, everything's really telling us to come down. So this is the most obvious pair, just as much as the dollar wants to go. Sorry, the dollar wants to go down. So does the yen basket. So both the dollar and the yen basket are really weak this morning. You can see the dollar. Obviously on that 30-minute, just so bearish. Took our external yesterday as well, which is nice, chat. So we did manage to catch. I don't know how many pips worth of price action, but yeah, man, you can see Richesse accuracy to the T yet again. Well, how long have I been saying about this low getting hit? Probably since like up here, something like that. And then yeah, obviously this external target also hit on Euro USD. We want to be careful about this external target on GU. It should be hit, but it may not. It may not, because when we complete it for DXY and EU, if GU's not completed, sometimes it will just leave it without completing. But yeah, nice. If you did get in that ALG move, that is super efficient, super nice move. W's in the chat for you, man. W's in the chat for you. Pure dubs. I mean, it goes along with it. For me, the issue with it was, I mean, I suppose on the daily, yeah, we do have that daily, but we weren't really. If we tapped into this order block, then yeah, I would have got in. But I mean, regardless, it was a pretty banging entry, pretty perfect. Just didn't have the higher time frame confirmation that I'd want. We had 2 out of 3 things though. We had the ALG perfect. We had the overall direction, which was bullish, so we had that, which was perfect. We just didn't have the actual, for example, like the GJ, how it had like a like an internal, external on the 4 hour, for example, like that. That would have been the final piece of the puzzle, but we didn't actually get that, but we still got the other 2 ticks, so that's definitely enough to get in. Just if you're wondering like what gives me confirmation and what's enough for me to enter versus not enter. Yeah, anyone who entered this, it's a dub. It's a great ALG trade. Yeah. 10-minute inversion. I would have gone on EU 10-minute inversion. Reason being is we can see this fair value gap getting interacted with. So that printed, tapped in, and moved to the downside, taking out a low, which shows that this fair value gap is an active bearish fair value gap. So when we traded above it here and confirmed it, it was just confirmation that we was in fact flipping to bullish. And it's better than just any random like 5-minute that hasn't actually been tapped into. It's better than that getting inverted. So yeah, looking at the end basket, really what you want to see is we've got this fair value gap. So I would want this order block to be filled or to be mitigated. Round about where the daily true open is as well. Yeah, the daily true open you can see is in line with that, which is nice. So if we go down to GJ, where's the daily true open? We've got that as the equivalent, really. I mean, we have filled the imbalance, is the issue. We sort of have filled the imbalance. We'll wait to see if we break the high. In terms of the 15-minute imbalance, to be fair, we have filled that, and then on GJ as well. So yeah, we can see what's happening, really just bullish. Is there any of these that hasn't actually, to be fair, this will probably be decent. Yeah, UJ will probably be, I'll have, one you prefer EJ Longs as Euro is stronger than GBP. Yeah, I suppose you would prefer that. You would prefer that. We'll see if we have the daily CRT. Yeah, but we don't have the daily CRT on the Euro JPY. So we don't have that target on like versus that we have on the pound where we've got that clear target. GJ DTO longs, yeah, bro, that's what I'll be looking at. If I only traded the ALG, I would have passed my phase 2. That's why discipline's the most important thing, bro. That's why discipline is the most important thing. Because obviously, I always say it as well, there's certain times where the ALG is not looking the best, but it will be like that for 2 weeks, and then if you just firm out those 2 weeks and get to the week where the ALG plays out, like this week where we've all made profit easily, it's not even been difficult. You lot have probably even realised it's not been difficult to look for a trade and to catch a dub. It's actually been really easy. So yeah, like just realise if you're strategy hopping, you're never going to make it. That's just it. Not every day is about making money. Some days are just about surviving. Some weeks are just about surviving. No matter who you are. I had weeks this month, pretty much every week this month. Well, every week this month. There's only been 2, or this is the 3rd. But the first 2 weeks of this month, it was just about surviving for me, really. It was just about not blowing any accounts, not blowing any capital, making sure people's accounts are safe. And then when we get a day like this, or a week like this, that's when we attack the market, and that's where we make our money. But that doesn't mean, for example, like people see that you make 8% a month or whatever and think, oh, it must be 2% a week, 2% a week, 2% a week, then 2% a week. It's not really how it works. Normally it's going to be like 0% for like 2 weeks and then like 8% for the next 2 weeks, or like minus 2% for 2 weeks and then like plus 6% for another 2 weeks. It really is how it goes, chat. So that's why, again, why psychology is so important. Because a lot of people won't have the wherewithal to see it through. Missed opportunities. MH, you got to get in the signals, bro. Get in the signals, brother. Lou, please analyse UJ. I won't be looking to trade UJ. It just doesn't make any sense. The dollar and the yen are both very, very weak right now. So the dollar's very bearish. The yen's very bearish. So it's going to be an uphill battle if we're trying to buy bear in mind, we want the US dollar to go up in value, right? Which means we want the DXY to move up in order to push us into profits. So it's not going to clearly do that. It's clearly not going to do that. Yeah, this was a trade from one of the Signal members. I'm actually going to delete it off because I don't want that on my chart, to be honest. This was obviously that CRT that was completed. We haven't looked at EG seriously in a while, to be fair. We haven't looked at it seriously in a while. Yeah, EG is actually looking nice for buyers as well. EG is looking nice for buyers. We just tapped into that fair value. Again, we haven't filled it properly, but we never really do on fucking Euro GBP. We have actually... we have swept out that candle's high, though. So you can see we swept out that low. Where's the high? Yeah, you can see we swept out that low there. Why does it seem like ridiculously light? Swept out that low there. I want to make it actually red so you can actually fucking see it. I mean, I've got this entry around about the daily true open as well. I'm looking to AUD and the... Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. New episode of that boot camp's out soon. When we hit 100 likes on it, chat. We get the chat up on YouTube as well. Sometimes the YouTube chat shows a different section of comments to TikTok. I mean to Streamlabs, weirdly. How many likes is this vid on as well? Because next episode will be out when it gets 100 likes. We're on 41 likes on that. I can't lie, the views ain't banging. It's only on like 250 views. I knew it weren't going to do that many views because it's a very simple trading concept. Like, I know 90% of you probably going to know it, but you got to think there is like 10% of man that don't know it. So we had to still get there. What are you saying, Kevin, mate? Morning, Jesse, what you saying? I don't know if I gave a problem, but this week didn't give a trade. What do you mean, bro? Yeah, I mean, are you trading the same way we're trading, Thanos? But which MH? I feel attacked. MH is fake. Space H is real. Oh, no way. Wait, what? Oh, oh shit. There's two MH. Yeah, what MH is the real MH? Can you please stand up? To be fair, there's been two MHs. I just didn't realise there was two of you. Are you looking at anything today? Could you please do a quick top down on EU, GU, DXY, please, boss? No worries, bro. Yeah, exactly the same. 4-hour EU, GU analysis, please, mate. Alright, let's go on the higher time frame of EU and GU. That's what chat wants. So, sometimes you've got to hide your chart. Right, let's get a fresh chart just so you man can fully see what's going on. So the monthly CRT has just been completed. Monthly CRT just been completed. Monthly CRT has just been completed. So that's the target hit. Obviously, in terms of the daily, we're broken out of this bearish range. So we're now in a bullish range. So the range has gone from here to there. And it is now this low to this high because we've broken structure. So we are now in a bullish range, right? And this is our range. However, this hasn't really finished being made yet. This range is still being made. So I would be looking to go from internal again to external. Same way we really have been this whole time. So for example, that fill in the 4-hour order block and then moving up. Same thing. Within this big daily range, we've got this smaller daily range as I normally say here. So we filled this imbalance. So we'll see if that is the actual main confluence. I think we should really come a bit lower though. Kevin, your aura don't slap like that anymore, innit? I'll be honest. EG sweep of Asia high for short. We'll have a look at a sec, Clint. But yeah, so this is what I'd mainly be looking for, man. Is for price to come lower into this order block to then move higher. So again, it's about looking at what phase of the market we're in. So I personally think that we have just, I'll show you quickly. Oh, is that moved? Yeah. So if we go again onto the daily, we've most recently taken external high. So we've most recently swept this high here. So now we should come down back into our internal. And then buy off again like that. So that's what I really want to see. That's what I want to see. Going on to, and again, boys, it's really, really simple. It's fucking simple as anything. If we look at the CRT as well, I've actually only just noticed this somehow. But yeah, we've also got this CRT here. So we've got this high swept, so we've got this candle's low to trade into. So again, sort of fits our bias with what we want. Wanting price to come below that 50% and then tap into that order block. So again, don't get too wrapped up into these lower time frame big candles. Like that doesn't, like just because we've moved like that doesn't mean we're right. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be. That's what we're gonna do. I mean, look at the amount of times we've done that. Look at that, these big sell candles just to buy. Don't get drawn in by a few candles. But yeah, so this is generally what I'll be looking for in EU. Generally what I'll be looking for in EU. Probably going to switch these out now because this EU, that other EU is getting a bit messy where I've been using it for like probably like months now. Let's bookmark this as well. Do the same for GU right now. Let's do the same for GU. So difference between GU is it hasn't actually completed its monthly objective. So it hasn't completed this monthly CRT as EU and GU already have. Sorry, that says EU and GU. I meant as EU and the DXY. I'm going to just bottom tick fuck out of any trade. That's not a tick entry. The TikTok has some TJR sound over it. Don't know if you realise. Yeah, I did that on purpose, bro, so it gets more views, innit? Because there was no face cam. That's the only problem. Back then, I didn't used to use face cam, so yeah. I knew I had to add a little sank in there to get views. Same thing with this, really. So we got our little range here. Our main range, obviously, is this. Right, we've got one range there. And we've got the prior range there. The difference is between EU and GU. EU never broke this high until just now, right? EU never broke that high until just recently. So this is one big range. Whereas GU, you can see GU broke out of that high. So we got a high, so we've got a low high, and then another retracement, then a low high. So GU's got more of a bit of a defined actual range where we're trading in. And then, yeah, again, it's a similar thing. We've filled the imbalance. I would really want the order block to be filled, though. We've got this order block that I would want price to come into. However, if we look at GU's actually completed the CRT that we're looking to get completed. And also somewhat filled the imbalance. Well, filled the imbalance. We would say it has filled it. It's filled at least 50%. So, yeah, GU's a little more 50-50. To be honest, GU's not as clean what we want to do. GU looks a lot more like it could just be bullish right now, whereas EU for me looks like it needs to come down to mitigate. Personally. We can see how we trade. We can see how we trade now we're there. Fades comes there, just cropped it out. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, just put it in because it makes people just want to watch it more. Good afternoon, Ron. How you doing, bro? Are you short? Depends, man. Depends where you're looking at getting in. Kevin, there's no aura without bottom top ticking. I can't lie, bro. And the way you trade there is no aura, just basic stuff in it. So yeah, that's the high time frame analysis though for everyone asking. And DXY is pretty similar to be fair. DXY has completed that monthly, as you can see. That's the monthly CRT. That's the monthly high, monthly low just been completed. Also just taken that external low. So we've now got, again, we're seeing similar things, boys. We really are seeing similar things. So the current range is from here to here. Let me actually get rid of this. It's pissing me off. That's better. So this is the current range you can see. And really we want to come in and fill this order block here. Right now we've just filled the imbalance. So that's basically what we're seeing. We do want to come up really and fill the order block. But right now we're just filling the imbalance. So that is essentially what we're going to do. So it's basically, are we going to be happy with sweeping this and just moving down off the order block? Or do we actually want to come higher and sell off? Be a lot nicer if we come higher and then sold off, because then we'd be in a premium point in price, which would be more optimal for the sells. Yeah, DXY has got nothing really that it's tapping into that could tell us it's moving up though, to be fair. So even having to have a little hourly imbalance there, 2 hour, any imbalance? Fucking hell, no, it doesn't really have any imbalance, to be fair. It has sank on the 30-minute, roughly. Not really though. Oh mate, this guy is so fucking jarring. Hey Lou, does the CRT play out less when it's counter trend? Yeah, bro, definitely. Relax, brother. We know you are the best. No need to clarify it in here. Wait, what? Think we still got higher on EU, waiting for a tradesman and then looking for buyers. Fair play. Fair enough. Let's actually swap these now. Now we've got a bit of a fresher chart there. I do think we can come down to come back up, chat, to be honest. I really do. I don't think we can come down to come up. Bear in mind, the pound, we've got news for the pound. So the only one really that's going to be tradable is EU. Did someone summon me? Apparently Kevin needs a ban. Oh, he don't need a ban. He's Kevin's fine, innit? You don't need a ban. This account is 2 jokes, bro. Alexander Isak versus Atletico Madrid. 58 minutes, hooked. 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 aerial duels won, 0 big chances created, 1 out of 3 dribbles completed. Isaac Newton's 3 laws of motion: walking, jogging, and sprinting. Bro, don't kick him, bro. Bruv, why'd you ban him, bro? I told you don't ban him. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, bro? I literally told you don't ban him. Yeah, but bro, he's talking in the chat, like, he's not saying anything crazy. What, we're just gonna ban people that talk too much in the chat? Bro, he's not saying nothing, innit? He's just talking quickly in the chat, like. It ain't up to people. It's not up to people who gets banned. It's up to me, bro. Like, I get he's being annoying. If he's being like rude, and he weren't being rude or nothing. He was talking about trading. He was just being like, he was being weird, and I did say he was being annoying. But you need chatters like that if you want. If you ever want to grow, you need to accept the fact that they're gonna be a big part of you growing. I'm not gonna lie. So it's not Stu's fault we voted him out. Lou, can you link? Can you let me know how to use order blocks? New to ITT. If you get in the no, it's not the end of the world. It's only fucking Kevin in it who actually really cares. But just say next time, I'll text you Stu in it. Let's just make that the protocol next time. Because to be fair, if people are spamming in the chat to ban him, I know why you would have banned him. But next time, I'll just text you if someone's bare pissing me off. And I'm going to make a Kendo mod as well. So Kendo should be able to do all that anyway. He's been in there for a while now, modding up. So yeah, Kendo, message me on Discord so I can remember to give you mod. UJ, yeah. By the way, yeah. Someone said, "Can you explain order blocks?" I can explain order blocks, but bro, get in the mentorship for that, man. If you're new to ICT and want to know every single ICT concept that's actually valuable, broken down perfectly so you understand, and not confusing how ICT does it, then get in the mentorship, man. Make me mod too, bro. EK, I'd rather give mod to Kevin than you. No, to be fair. To be fair, I quite enjoy the nutters when they appear in the chat. Check memes on Discord. Let's have a look at the meme section. Yeah, looks like EU's moving off of this. GU looks like it's probably going to be moving off the imbalance as well. What's EG moving like? Okay, EG's coming down nicely. EG's coming down real nice. Real bad man. Kevin right now. This one always makes me laugh. Not this one, mate. This one. You spend £2 on a new mic? Can you spend £2? Just fucking turn your phone up to full volume. Is it really that hard? And bear reminded me of this.
Y'all better turn y'all speakers down, bro. I don't give no fuck, bro. I don't care if the music loud. I'm not your dad. Turn your speakers down, pussy. Y'all stop complaining like fuck wrong with y'all.
Any memes you man got, send them into the meme section of the Discord. Don't sleep on GJ. Someone's saying UJ, GJ. Let's have a look. A lot of people saying JPY. Completed. Fucking hell. Damn, son. Damn, son. Fucking hell. Look at that, bro. EG coming down for potential entry. Trust me, James. James, you're not related by any chance to Graham, are you? Just on the off chance. I feel like I should ask. If we got Graham Potter's fucking brother in here as a loyal viewer, we've got to at least ask. But yeah, no, that's nice, lovely, played out, mate. GJ's been really, really nice recently. Chat, I'll be honest, all you need in these markets is strong conviction on an index. That's the main thing you need, man. Like, everything else is... We know our strategy. You, man, know the strategy I trade. You, man, know, like, GU and EU. It's not hard to catch. ALG is not hard to catch. All you need is strong conviction. If, like, with me, I'm strong conviction that the JPY, the yen basket's bearish. Strong conviction on that. Right? So that all it means is, all I've got to do is draw out little fair value gaps like this. I haven't got to overcomplicate shit. If you've got strong conviction and you've got higher time frame bias and CRT and your index, it's so simple. If you've got higher time frame, you've got the index and you've got CRT, it's so simple. Who's Graham? Your brother that you're acting like you don't have. Now, Graham Potter is a football manager for West Ham. Who's, to be honest, not actually doing the best right now. So, my name is Graham Potter. Nice to meet you, James. I'm your cousin. Can I have 1 Bitcoin? Man, look, with VG, would you prioritise the ALG or the bullish 4-hour CRT? I definitely prioritise the bullish 4-hour CRT. But to be fair, mate, it's more the internal, external. It's more this right here. It's more comes from the daily time frame. So again, let me just do you a bit of analysis on the daily time frame. So, you've got to look at price, right? We are now. So, where's the current range, right? Where's the current range? Well, the current range, I'll let you, man, decide for yourself. Probably got it right. The current range is from here to here. This is the current range we're in. Right, if we look, this is our current high. This is our current low. If you look, reason being, we most recently broke this previous range. Low, high to the downside, right? So this was the previous range here. That was the previous range there. You can see we broke that to the downside. So now our current range is this one here. Right, so that's our range. Now, what we got to think is, what do we do in a bearish range, which we're in? So we're in a bearish range. We should really fill our internal and then move to our external low, right? Very similar to what we saw on the euro at this point here. What should we do at this point? Well, this is a bearish range. because it just broke a low. We've got our internal, and we've got our external. So we should tap into our internal, and then move down to our external. We should see that, right? You can see very similar to what we're seeing in. Okay, it's not going to let me go back, is it? Very similar to what we're seeing right now in EG. We're in this bearish range where we should be breaking this low after tapping into this order block, but that doesn't really look like it's going to be the case. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Make it a bit lighter. So, fucking hell, man. So that is the move that should happen. However, if we look at what is actually going on, for me, it looks like this range here is not going to be reacted to the downside. So we've tapped into this multiple times. We tapped into it once, had a pretty good rejection, and then just straight back up. Right, then a rejection, then kind of straight back up. So for me, I'm getting signs that this is in fact not going to play out to this external low as it should. That's just my opinion. So therefore, I'm going to draw on this other external high and just make a note to myself that I do think that this external high could be targeted rather than this one, which in theory should be targeted because we're in a downtrend. Lol Kendo family group chat's blowing up. Wait, what did he say? I didn't even say what he said. But yeah, so that's basically the first thing, is that I think that external high can be targeted. Now, if we look at the actual current, like the closer daily range, so the actual daily range from here to here, I mean, it's really self-explanatory. You can see, feel this imbalance. Message to his missus, baby. We did it. Baby, we did it. We are the Richesse mod. Baby, we did it. Oh, big up Kendo, yeah. Big up Kendo. He's been putting in work for this community these last few days, so big him up. I can finally leave the basement. But yeah, you can see we've filled this imbalance with the internal. So we should really continue up to this high, in my opinion. So if we look at the smaller daily range, what's happened? I'm actually going to make it. So I'm more bullish on this chat, just to be honest with you. But yeah, we can see there. So we can see the internal and external. We filled this internal, so we should move up to this external. We've got this imbalance we just filled, which we should really continue up to this high here as well. So everything, in my opinion, is telling me bullish and telling me that this pattern of order flow is going to be disrespected. This internal to this external downtrend is going to be disrespected, in my opinion, and the euro is going to continue to gain strength on the pound. We do have pound news later, though, so that may all go to the wind. We don't know. But yeah, that's essentially my bias on EG. I'm actually going to, again, just swap this out for the new one, just because the new one's a bit more updated. So yeah, that's my analysis on EG. Then if we go down, we can go down lower and see a little bit more what's going on. Obviously, this 8 hour being taken is also a really nice confluence to this order block here. So we've got that external high, but let's also not forget this CRT, which was taken. So this really nice CRT, which gave us price action for a number of weeks, really, or a number of days at least. It was at least a week where we traded down from that. But you can see, so we swept the high there, swept that low, the CRT low, tapped into the order block, now starting to run. So for me, everything in this is really showing bullish, if I'm being honest with you. And then it's just based on where we're at right now. is this order block is just sitting there waiting to be tapped into, waiting to run. It's just begging, isn't it? It's just begging to get tapped into and to run, chomping it at a bit. We're seeing Adama Traore. You know what we're seeing? Hang on. This is what we're seeing from EG right now. This is what we're seeing right now. This is what we're seeing from EG. Hang on, not this bit. What? This is what we're seeing. It's ready. It's ready, chat. It's chomping at the bit. It's ready to go. Look, that's what it... Huh. Sit down, lad. Sit down, Baldy. It's ready, chat. This is what I'm saying. EG's ready to fly. EG's ready to fly and let loose. EU shorts from 4 hour gap. Potentially. I'm more focused on EG right now. Just looking at what it's done. So, filled that imbalance. After we filled that imbalance, we had that leg straight back up. And we had a leg. Retracement leg. So we had a leg up. We want to remember, see internal or external. So we had a rejection from that imbalance. Now we want to see, is this leg going to get respected? Well, we retraced down to the order block, was respected, then break the high. So yes, we did actually respect it in terms of the internal external, showing that that bullish order flow is in play, is in motion. So filled that, took the high. So now we should fill that and take the high. As someone pointed out, it is bang in line with the daily true open as well. So yeah, bomb, bomb, bomb. I'll be real, you probably have a 4 pip stop on this just because you sort of have to on EG anyway. But yeah, that is what I will be looking at. That is what I'll be looking at. Any other positions you man are looking at, let me know. Anything that's looking like it's near entry or anything like that, let me know. Oh, fuck me. Sent a little update to the Discord there, chat. I've got bears of these. I just keep finding them around my yard. Little supreme bouncy balls. Looking to short of the inversion. What pair, bro? What pair are you looking at? Gold. EU short from Asia high. Wait, hang on. Let's have a look at the short from Asia high. Yeah, looks like we are inverted now. That does look nice. Bear in mind that is kind of because of the EU though. That is kind of because of the EU. I mean, sorry, EG, because you can see EG's running down right now, but we only want it to run down to then run back up. Wait, hang on 2 secs. let's look at this short. Fuck it. EU looks like we're going to have this 15-minute closing version, or have we already had it? Let's have a look. Looks like we're going to get that. Looks like we're going to get that. We're not going to have it on GU, though. See how this one does as well. Be interesting to see this. Just waiting for that close on EU. He's looking nice though, man, in terms of what we're wanting. We completed that for CRT to the upside as well. So obviously, I know that's just the Asia high, but it's still nice to see that fully get completed. Obviously, taking out that Asia high. GU monthly CRT should be completed in the coming days, especially if BOE hold on rate should be a little bullish for GBP. Yeah, I do agree. Based on the fundamentals, that should come through. One thing to bear in mind, though, with CRT, and this comes from the horse's mouth of CRT as well, the creator of CRT, says that if you're looking at EU and GU, and if you're looking at EU and GU, he used EU and GU as well as the example pairs, so that's how we know. If we're looking at EU and EU's completed its CRT and GU hasn't completed its CRT, then it's likely that GU won't actually complete it. Right, and we've got a good example of this actually. If I show you, we did have one of these the other day, didn't we? I'm trying to think where it was, but I just remember that we did have one. Where was our CRT? Went on the 4 hour. What was it of? I remember we had a CRT of EU, but GU didn't. I'm not going to lie, I can't remember. I actually can't remember the exact one. But essentially what I was saying is, if EU and DXY have completed it and GU hasn't, so obviously DXY reached its monthly, EU reached its monthly, and GU hasn't reached its monthly, then it is unlikely that GU actually will reach it. So that's just what the guy who actually invented CRT has been saying on Twitter these last few days, just as a bit of an update. But yeah, as Stu said, really the rates that come out on the pound are going to be the defining force, and they come out at 12. So that's going to be very big, very, very big. Let's have a look at our JPY pairs. Just running, man. But again, it's nice that we had that yen basket. We had that confluence. And again, we're just about to complete that to the low, which is nice. And we've still got a lot of areas left to this overall level that we're trading into. So really nice, man. We caught JPY. I'm really happy with. Really happy with this year, how we've called that. DXY and JPY this year, chat. I'll be real. It's been bang on. Weekly draw open entry for GU buyers would be nice. I haven't actually got it turned on. It is 10 o'clock, so it's going to be there. Yeah, it would be nice, bro. Would be nice. Not something that I'll be looking at, though. Not something I'll be looking at. I'll be directing my attention to EU for sure. If you're looking to trade JPY pairs. If you're looking to trade dollar pairs, I'll be looking at EU for sure. I want to see this EG tap in though, man. I'm still expecting a daily to complete on EG2. Makes sense to me, but your bias is different, clearly. The daily, yeah, I suppose it's this daily CRT. I'm not sure, yeah, what daily are you talking about in terms of the CRT? Yen bias been on point, trust me, bro. Do you wait for reaction of order block or just enter when it hits the limit? I enter when it hits the limit, bro. If it's like a 30-minute or a 15-minute or a 5-minute, obviously if it's a 4 hour, you want to wait for your confirmation. UJ sells, some people are saying. I wouldn't be fucking with the dollar and the yen together. Both two weak pairs, just not worth it. There's many pairs that aren't weak, like the yen is and like the dollar is. I've just dropped that fucking ball right behind my PC. This is so dangerous. I've got my foot like where all the wire are for my PC, trying to get the ball. So if I unplug something and the stream stops, you know why. Because I couldn't be bothered to just look and see where it is. And I've got the ability of Messi, so I should be able to get it. Actually can't fucking get it. Where is this? Boom. I'll just see yesterday's bearish for US dollar and today to potentially hold as bullish GBP for me to make sense. Yesterday's bearish for the dollar. Yeah, yesterday's bearish for the dollar. Today, potential hold as bullish GBP, so makes perfect sense to me. Fair play. Can you put EG back up? Alright. What we saying on this chat? What we saying? W or L in the chat for this? What we saying? W or L? W or L's in the chat. Let's see. Discord DM. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, right. Fair play. See what you mean there. Interestingly, though, I think it's pretty depending on what price provider did it, if it actually took the high. Because for here it says we didn't. Here it said we didn't. Here it said we did. So Oanda's the only one really showing that we took that high. Forex.com. Yeah, Oanda's literally the only one that's saying we took that high. Oh. Pepperstone. No. I see markets. No. And they're the only other good ones. So yeah, not gonna lie, just in my personal opinion, I would consider that high to have not been swept, just because Oanda's the only one that's showing it to be swept. So that's just, yeah, that's just personal preference for me. Personal preference. I mean, I don't really trade this pair anyway, and Stu trades it all the fucking time, so I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that I'm right and he's wrong. Oanda is reliable. But I mean, you just got to look at the definition. Actually, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's see this. You know what? Let's actually try it. Let's see if ChatGPT knows what it's actually talking about. Fuck it. Why not? Let's see if ChatGPT knows what it's talking about. Let's do to 6. Okay, to 5 decimal places. Let's see if ChatGPT knows what it's talking about, or if it gets it horrendously wrong. Six, 8, 10. It thinks. Let's see. Yeah, it was terribly wrong. You know when you got to tell ChatGPT, like, you are able to find this data, mate. Like, I would have thought you would have known that being a robot, but apparently not. I have $2 left in my account. Is it possible to make $500,000? Um, let me see if it is. Let me see if it is. Yep. Yeah, just get one of these, 76 pence. So 70, get one of them, and then go down into your mum's kitchen drawer. Go get a big old knife out and put your ski mask on and just go to town. You probably won't get that much money off it, but I mean, you can work your way up. Ask which liquidity provider is the most reliable. Max Global. Who the fuck are you? Are they even on here? Max Global. Hang on. Do they own fucking? Do they own ChatGPT? Avoid at all costs. Excellent. Okay, I probably shouldn't go on maps and stuff just in case I dox myself. So this is the most reliable fucking thing, yeah? This right here is the most... Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on ChatGPT for that one. You could really... Okay, we have crossed the DTO on this now as well. Anyone getting an EU? Because EU's tapped that inversion. EU's tapped that inversion, boy. So if you, I'm not getting in this, but I mean, you could definitely could. Anyone getting in? Say from Amanda and FXCM. A liquidity provider is different to a broker. How the fuck didn't know? Yeah, it is different to a broker. I don't know. I think that's just what Stu told me to type in. Yeah. ICE data services. Really? Who uses ICE? I know what one they're talking about, but bro, maybe for illegal immigration I'd go with ICE. But man said this. Oh yeah, that. Fucking hell. I mean, for what it's worth, this one shows us the high not being taken, but what is that really worth? Let's look at the 1 minute on this shit. Bro, the way it knew what I was talking about as well. The way I said I just had to look at that and it gave me a hernia. It said, alright, got it. Let me show the actual ones between FXCM and Oanda. Bro, what? Okay. LMAX Global. Get on this though, LMAX Global. For some reason, ChatGPT thinks that this is the best. So these lot are either doing crazy work on their fucking ads and it just came out at the top of everything, or it actually is sick. FXM is generally regarded as the most consistent and liquid for Euro GBP on TradingView. I'm in on EG. My EG entry got spreaded to fuck. Had my limit on 21 and got ended at 31. Yeah, that is fucking normal with EG. That's why I don't really trade this pair, chat. To be honest, it's kind of fighting against you in a way. Especially like even this, you're aiming for 10 pips. If they spread you out at like 3 pips, that's like barely your profit gone. We'll see anyway. Skip down, let's sit down, see my wrist drown. Anybody wanna fuck with me for benefits now? Aqua funded. Grab the £10 ACG account. Is there £10 ACG accounts about? Anyone does want to get funded with a prop fund, boys? Alpha Capital Group. Alpha Capital Group, boys. For your prop firms, use code Richesse as well. You get yourself a nice little discount there. Where's they've got a big deal on, haven't they? Dan Chung,
welcome
man.
Everyone to the Alpha Capital event of the summer. And we thought we'll do some mini pods here and talk.
Bro, they need to get me there, innit? They need to get me as the interviewer. Come on. I reckon I'll be... To be fair, this guy's actually is good, innit? So I won't say too much, but I reckon I'd ask the questions people actually want to hear. What's he ask? Let's... Respect to these two. I rate both of these, man, but let's hear what they're saying.
Yeah, wanna be champ.
Me versus you, though.
One day, after the event.
That's what you said, isn't it?
But Dan, it's great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously,
You
all the
said
people in
fuel
front of
up.
us watching as well.
Yeah.
Just to make it a bit more interesting.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
A bit of pressure.
Yeah.
But tell me, like, what do you think these events? Have you been to events like this before?
Yeah, but not like in terms of like a retail one. We've done obviously professional ones like when there's like summits and things like that. When
Oh, sorry, Dan Chung. Is this too retail for you? Yeah, not anything like retail like this. I'm normally the institutional side because I'm a bit more above all you lot. But yeah. No, it's my first one. Sorry, Dan.
they were in Cyprus when I was in brokerage firm. So have something like this is wicked, man. You guys smashed it. You guys smashed it because I was saying this for a long time.
Bro, this guy's good vibes though, and you can't say he ain't. This guy is good vibes.
Prop space has created quite a nice community. But at the same time, at the end of the day, it's finance, it's money, you're trading and investing. And it's cool to be in a hoodie, it's cool to chill. Like, I get that, I'm part of that too, but you need some sort of professionalism in it. Because if you don't have that professionalism, you don't have that yin and the yang, it does.
That's why I've got a 3-piece suit on and a little, that's the little,
Doesn't really work.
Yeah.
whatever you
So
call
it's
it.
nice to see you all scrubbed up. Even
I need it to be.
as well.
Bro, I'll be real, he didn't really scrub up, G. You scrubbed up, you're looking fly. You, Mr. I can't remember your name. You need a tie on that, or even a boat. You need something. Like, just because you're the interviewer, don't be dressing like this is sixth form, bro. This ain't sixth form. This is serious.
Sponsored by Palm Angels.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I think that's the best thing because you got this now. You've got the professional, and it also encourages professionals to come so you can mingle with them.
Yeah.
Because you don't want some guy like I get it. I wear hoodies and things like that all the time, but it's just first impressions matter. And if a guy's in a 3-piece and you're all hooded out and things like that, it's not gonna, open up to you. Whereas everyone's in the same dress code, it makes things a bit easier. But I think this is sick. This is awesome to be able to have an awesome event like this.
Yo, is he spitting facts? You might not respect me because I've got a hoodie on. Should I go put a shirt on? Yen Basket completed daily CRT. Lovely. Exactly what we wanted, man. This is what I'm saying with the yen basket, boys. Like, this shit is fucking so easy. This shit is so easy. It's annoying we didn't manage to catch this, GJ. But yeah, it was a little bit of a difficult one. The only one that really did come back into entry was this one, and I was looking to put my limit on this order block anyway, so I would have come in. How much short would I have been? I would have been about 2 pips short. So yeah, I wouldn't have got tagged in. I like Dan. He works in an office right near me. I'm gonna go see him one day. Yeah, I like that guy, bro. That guy is safe. That guy is sweet as. You can't really not like him, innit? I'll be honest. You can't really. This guy. I'm not sure where he's from, but he looks Korean. You like? Have you ever met a Korean that isn't just instantly likable? Even Heung-min Son, like he plays for Tottenham, who everyone hates, but still everyone loves Tottenham. Everyone loves Son. Got some biscotti, Lou. I know you want some. Yeah, banging. What did I get yesterday? Black truffle I got yesterday. Some black truffle. You in Dubai, Stu, because Dan moved there recently. He said it in the YouTube vid. Oh, swear, did he, yeah? That's why I wear top half of my wedding suit, bottom half of my pants when I'm doing pre-London. Put a tux on, mate. You barely brush your hair, buddy. We don't even get to the hoodie. The hoodie. Bro, when your hair's as clean as mine, you don't need to brush it, bro. When you got young, luscious, curly hair like a G like myself. Like, certain guys in this chat can react. Boys, honestly, my life has just been catfished. I've just spent the last hour and a bit watching the wrong fucking stream. Wait, what? Is someone catfishing this live? No way. Has someone been catfishing this live? Fuck off. He said everyone loves Tottenham. Clip it. Nah. That didn't happen. That was a slight slip of tongue, whatever you call it. I don't think many people got in this, which is quite good. My bias is still I do want us to come down a bit, but yeah, not enough for me to have entered this trade. So. Yeah, Lo, I lived in Korea for 2 years. Oh, 30. 30. Dan said some about UK got too much crime, so he moved to Dubai. Fair enough. I mean, I don't base my day-to-day life based on how much crime's in that given country. But, I mean, if you do, that's fair enough, innit? I'm not gonna lie, like, is it not? Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. Really wanted to go into that EU short, but just stick to ALG if it presented today. Yeah, fair play, bro. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that. Not really moving, chat. Not really moving. And we are going to get, by the looks of it, that 4-hour CRT close. So it looks like Stu may be in for a winner. Well, to be fair, I don't know if Stu's actually in on sales or that's just his bias, but either way. This is really the only one that presented itself past 8 AM. Fair enough, he was in the offices next to me at MK train station. Fair play. Yeah, this one, I mean, we've got the DTO, so nothing too concerning. The stop loss is kind of tight, though. So yeah, it could be peak. Let's continue watching.
Like you said, like we got obviously the traders here with us, but we also have recognized verified traders who are speaking as well and just guests at the event. But also we have, as you say, like
Lou, when's our rematch on Clash, bro? I'm too good for you. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I'm kind of too good for you.
professional traders. We have fund managers,
Yep.
and fund owners
Yep.
here in attendance. We
Yep.
also have recent event or ongoing, if you will, like,
And that zone to actually do this as well.
and it makes a massive difference. Beginning to get
Nah, bruv, respect in it, but there's no reason why asking a question should take you fucking 30
and it makes
seconds.
a massive difference. And I
Yeah.
think that's what I love most about it.
Yeah, and I think just to add on that as well, you've now created a bridge. You've basically created the bridge for the people with the retail, the people who are serious. Because you have to, you're investing in to come into this event, to meet people, to get out your comfort zone, to actually do something about it and find that one person that can teach you. There's a lot of people that I know and I recognize that can actually help a lot of people, and you can have that mingling
Bro searching for love at the Alpha Capital Group networking event? That's questionable.
effect. And also becoming a better mentor, like for these other people, helping people, they become better at their craft as well,
Yeah.
which is really, really cool. And then Falak was saying as well, exactly what he said. When I started, bro, we had nothing like this, man. You know what I mean? It was a very lonely game. And what's hard
Nah, it's
is
true, it's true, it's
yeah,
true.
social media stuff like that's toxic, but being by yourself, banging your head, not knowing what's wrong, and it could just be one piece of advice that can change everything.
Yeah,
You can get that from places like this, so it
it is true.
a wicked event.
What I've recognized from these events is that people come, and there's two types of people. The people who feel motivated, right, and they feel really energized and great afterwards.
Yeah.
And they use
Alright, well that
they
one
use
got
long
raid.
term. They keep that fire alive, and they use whether it's advice, whether it's just that energy, or whether it's something specific, one thing maybe that they took away from a speaker or someone they spoke to at the event, and they use that. Not maybe that
What the
actual
fuck,
thing
man?
might not be the thing that makes them profitable, but it's the energy that sparks that profitability down the line. Might be 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever.
Yeah.
Or there's the people who get that energy, feel it for 2 weeks, go back to normal.
Yeah, and just, bro, we're going to get a bit deeper, but if you think about it, if you get a bit deeper, because you like this kind of stuff, is you are now the person, well, ACG, everyone involved in this, Balak, Josh, like the whole team, if you are now that pinnacle and you've created an environment that one
Okay,
person,
shut up now. Big up them two though. Big up Alpha Capital Group. If you want to get an account, use code Richesse at checkout, boys. That EG got absolutely bummed heavily. Sorry, chat. GJ, everyone's spamming GJ. I was hoping Detail would have pushed it to my entry. Yeah, maybe it might be this order block here. Still think we're going up, to be fair. Bro. Yeah, fuck me. One thing I've realised as well is don't even try trade Euro GBP with ACG in it. Just don't try. Just don't try. Just don't try. You should have just seen what I got taken out for in that fucking trade. Bro, that is utter bullshit. No cap. I'm gonna need G for the Asia low. Donate the pair. Nah, this pair genuinely is untradeable with Alpha Capital Group though. That's just confirmed it to me. I literally got stopped out of about 8 pips, and I had a 4 pip stop loss. I'm never trading this fucking pair again on ACG. Never. Does the Richesse indicator update auto? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it does. Let's get the trade back on just so we know where we went wrong or whatever. Raw spreads, yeah. You need a raw spreads account. None of my accounts are raw spreads though. Oh, mate. Fucking hell. That was bullshit, man. That was bullshit. Took me out bears, man. Way too much from what I should have been taken out. I lost like 3 fucking grand on that shit trade. 3 grand on that fucking trade. When I risked 1%, which I should have lost. It still don't matter though. We're still up for the week. As I said, boys, when I'm up, like, if I'm up 5% for the week, I'll allow myself 1 trade, and that's exactly what's just happened here. So I was up 5% on the week from GJ. A bit more than that, actually, because I actually entered a bit more than 1% on GJ. So I was up like 13. I showed you earlier. I can't remember what it was, like 14k. I was up 14k, so I allowed myself a 2k loss. I got spreaded to fuck, so I was actually like 3.5k. But regardless, we're still up pretty much 10 bags. So that is what it is, chat. That is what it is. I'm absolutely fine with taking that loss. The only reason what pissed me off is the way the spreads are just absolutely terrible. And even if I would have won that trade, I would have made probably about 1% just based on spreads. So I won't be doing that again, and at least that's something I know now. I've teased the idea of trading EG on like a big account, but yeah, that's confirmed it to me. I won't be doing that anymore. 3k, no, that's 1.5%, bro. Go on EG, fly up, please. Still in EG entry was 50% of order block and stop loss at Asia low. Fair play, bro. 50% of order block. Right, so basically the daily true open. Let me see your entry. You see your entry, boy. It was this order block here anyway, weren't it? So 50% of that. So your entry was here. Stop loss at Asia low. Yeah, nice. Hopefully it's still in that. I didn't get fucking spreaded to piss. Fair play, bro. Yeah, you're back in profit now, mate. So good luck to you. Good luck to you. I got cooked on this. It is what it is. I ain't too mad. I ain't too mad. We want to move above the daily true open now. Are you pissing about too? Yeah, I've sent my position to Lou, but I didn't get entered. Let's have a look. Right, yeah, it was like a sell. So sell basically here in this sort of region. A bit higher maybe. Yeah, no, it was this region here. So he had still had a sell from here. Stop loss there, TP. Quite significantly lower down. Fair play. Again, I'll still stick to my bias. I still think my bias is correct. I think we're going to go higher. It was just the execution on that one was stupid. Or not stupid. It just weren't the best. It is what it is. I ain't too mad. Actually, I'm going to just... Because I don't want the whole session to be on. So I'm going to draw this on myself and then turn off the indicator. Unlucky there. Shittest pair ever. Yeah, for real. I do think it's the shittest pair. I won't be trading this again, chat. I'll be honest. I'm not trading EG again. I ain't trading this again. No way. Unless we have like a 10-1, I'll trade it. But I'll be real. Like, there's no point even getting on this pair for anything less than like a 5-1. Because you're going to get... Even at a 5-1, you'll get spreaded and exited at like 3s. So... And plus, you've got to use mad lot size every time. EG for me is like that slag in school. The boys go after and you're looking at like how. Yeah, no, I do hear that. I hear that. I do hear ya. The overnight wick on EG on FXCM was massive compared to Oanda. Man, it's annoying, man, because I do still think we're going to run to the high. I really do. Again, we haven't really disagreed with anything that I've gone. That was my own fault. My stop loss was too tight. Should have had a lower down entry. Is what it is. I could have potentially gone off the daily true open. Would that have been a 2-1? Should have gone like that. That's what I should have done at 2-1. But even at a 2-1, I would have got tagged out at like probably 1%, 1.5% profit. So those girls are my bag. Yeah, that's why Stu's got 20 kids and trades EG. He's the other side of that coin. Bruv, the Napoli glow-up's actually insane, innit? Like, and he's never looked this healthy. Like, the Napoli glow-up is crazy. Yeah, it's annoying, man. Yeah, it's just an annoying one because I do think my higher time frame bias is correct. I do think we're running to that high. Would have been nice, man, to add a little extra couple of grand. That would have added an extra little, well, should have been about 4 or 5 bags if that TP'd, which would have upped that payout to like near enough 20 bags, which would have been lovely. But now we're sitting at, because of them bullshit spreads, we're sitting at low-key just on 10 grand, just above 10 grand. Yeah, just above 10 grand. Still good though, chat, and this is what I mean. That's a perfect month, perfect week or month even. 1 win, 1 loss, calm. Even McTominay, bro, looks completely different. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like everyone who goes out there, normally when they come from Manchester as well. That clip in the memes. Oh God, what is it? Even Heung-min Son, like he plays for Tottenham, who everyone hates, but still everyone loves Tottenham. Even Heung-min Son, like he plays for Tottenham, that's a big L. Everyone hates, but still everyone loves Tottenham. Even Heung-min Son, like he plays for Tottenham, who everyone hates. JBN, so I see you're a paying signals and mentorship trader. It would be a real shame if someone kept taking your money and then blocked you on all platforms so you could never actually cancel it, and then went into your order history, got your address, and then for probably like 6 months straight just order stuff to your house, order stuff to your house, order stuff to your house. But I'm talking brasses, skips, food, everything. And then stop for like a month, so you think it's gone and you think everything's back. But then after that month, just go again, but like 3 times as much. And eventually you're going to be like, oh mate, this is so long. And then I'll send a letter through your door like, bro, I'll be real. All you've got to do is send me like 50 grand and this all can stop. And then you're obviously going to say no because you'd rather firm it than pay 50 grand. So then I'll just carry on going and going and going and going. And now it's like 3 years in the future and your girlfriend, like, your girlfriend can't have a family, like you can't get married and have kids and stuff because your whole life is like, a good 10% portion of your life is directed to answering the door and stopping shit from getting in your house. And like ordering skips and ordering all this and all shit like that. And it's eventually just going to take over your life. It's going to be the straw that broke the camel's back in your relation, or the horse's back, or donkey's back, whatever it was. in your relationship, and then yeah, that's gonna be like the crack. That crack will then be exploited as I get more brasses, and then I'll start getting high grade brasses in there as well. And then eventually your girlfriend's gonna come home early and then catch you with one of the brasses. And I'm also gonna make sure one of them has AIDS, so you're gonna get AIDS, and you're gonna have no like, you're basically gonna end up killing yourself. Low, I was expecting a landslide down. This isn't a confession. I was gonna get in last minute, but no, fair play. I'm in gold. Yeah, people's in on gold. Let's have a look at gold. President Trump leaving Windsor shortly to meet Sir Keir Starmer for talks. What's he even gonna talk to about Keir Starmer with, like? Bro, should I do that? Should I start up Turning Point UK? But I'll actually make it good. Who would join? If I made like a political movement, who would join? So I'm not going to lie, that's an easy way to make hundreds of millions of dollars. I will just like influence, like, well, not influence, but like, we'll just influence the youth. Bare one way politically. It'll be easy. And then we'll just end up crowdfunding like $100 million and just shill for whoever hits us up. The first country to hit us up. I remember I used to play career mode, FIFA career mode. And I remember one year they brought this new thing in. And it was like, you could get signed by an international manager. And I was like, bruv, whoever comes in for me, I'm signing. China, I don't care. So whoever it is, India national team, I'm signing. That's what it's going to be like. Whoever hits us up first, sounds like Israel. It probably will be Israel who hits us up first. But literally, whoever hit, bro, Somalian pirate, bro, we'll do PR for anyone. We just need that $100 million. I think that's a pretty good way to raise $100 million. What do you think? Send all the brasses, I'll take it. Jesse, man, I've screen recorded it already, plus it's on the stream screen recording. Fucking hell. The Clippers are out in full force when I make one slip up about Tottenham. In full force. Tell me gold's going to fall. Give me good news. Oh, I thought that was gold. I was going to say, did I do that? Am I fucking having an epilepsy? Am I having a schizophrenic outburst? I did not remember drawing that on. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, in terms of our internal, external, boys, we've hit our internal. Again, goes back to what we were saying. Same way we call this. What are we coming from? What are we going to? In this instance, was going from imbalance to external high. In this example, we're going from imbalance to the external high. So the exact same thing is what we're looking for. So I'll be looking for buys in this instance. Loki already taken all the external liquidity due to this news, but there's still going to be liquidity above this. Yeah, I'd be only looking to buy on this. I don't know what people are doing, but yeah, I would only really be looking to buy. What are people in on? Are people selling? Are we buying? What are we doing? What if it's the Jimmy Savile Foundation? Is there a Jimmy Savile Foundation? Is there one of them? I'm not shilling for Jimmy Savile. Fuck me. That's where we draw the line. Well, it depends how much he's paying. I'm joking. We ain't the BBC, don't worry. We got morals. You got morals. Hang on. Political. If I started a political movement with the aim of shilling for the highest foreign bidder, who would likely be that bidder? Russia, China, Gulf states like UAE, Qatar, and the US. Well, the US ain't going to tell me to do shit, are they? Because I live in the UK. So basically they're saying Russia, okay, cool. Top of your grey box. Wait. Oh, wait, you got him from there. It's a bit of a weird entry, not going to lie, but I mean, I suppose gold does move different to most other pairs. This CG's doing alright, man. It's annoying we got the entry wrong. I am pretty confident on the direction. Okay, I can't help you. Bro, I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just... Gulf states most likely to pay large direct sums. China spends far more in aggregate on long-term influence. Now, we want quicker money, so Russia uses relatively lower cost, deniable method. Okay, no. So Gulf states... They have repeatedly spent hundreds of millions on lobbying, think tank funding, media deals. Most likely pay large sums. We're building a business here. What will the Gulf states want the shills to say about them? Yeah, man, this is really annoying, bro. This EG was really annoying. Got so unlucky on that. USD JPY, not a pair I'd look at, man. Not a pair I'd be wanting to trade. The JPY is very weak, as is the US dollar. So yeah, you can see dollar very weak. Yen basket very weak. So either of those two, I wouldn't be looking to get in, bro. We're transforming from oil economies into tech, tourism, and investment hub. See? Oh, shit. So, okay. All jokes aside, it would not be a bad business decision for me to start doing that. L1 EU. Yeah, unlucky if you got in that again. Bit of a risky one. Not going to lie. Not saying I would get in. I didn't take that EU. I took that EG. So, that's my one. EG's the main one though, because I actually got in on this, so I actually want to see how this one plays. We did send it to the Signal group as well, which is low-key annoying, but it's one of them. We didn't send EU to the Signal group, only EG. Bro, he's actually going to make me messages that I can do. What's the next bootcamp vid on? You're going to have to hit the like goal, boys. 100 likes and the next video's out. It's going to be a big one, though. It's going to be something to do with liquidity. It's basically going to be something to do with liquidity. A whole entire breakdown from start to finish of liquidity. Everything you need to know about it. So if you want me to do a big video on liquidity, how I read liquidity, internal, external, time-based liquidity, how I use it for my bias, what it actually is, how you can understand it properly, CRT, candle range liquidity, all types of liquidity. Sent you my gold entry loose, sweet. That's actually a good business method. I'm probably going to jump off now though, boys. We are outside of the kill zone, so not really any trades going to come through. We got news at 12. Macy's going to be live at 1:30. But yeah, appreciate you, man, tuning in. I'll be real. It was a decent live today. I don't see this EG as a bad trade at all because my bias is still the same. It was just, as I said, my entry was essentially there. Hang on, let me redraw my entry just so you man can see. That was the entry there. So I'm really not overly concerned about it. It was actually really unlucky. And I do think the direction's still going to play out. So, yeah, man, we'll see how... Okay, TP should not be there, though. TP should be there. So, yeah, we'll see how this one plays out over time. Some people still in from a different entry, so hopefully it does play well. But, yeah, boys, as I said, make sure you, man, everyone go like that vid. Even if you haven't watched it, just drop a like and drop a comment. Remember, it's going to be relating to the giveaway tomorrow. So everyone drop a like on that vid. Check your DMs. Yeah, I'll check my DMs, boys. Yeah, everyone drop a like on my most recent YouTube vid. When we hit 100 views, I'll be doing the next episode in the series. So yeah, everyone get out that. I'll big up everyone for tuning in today. Yeah, man, pretty decent session. Nothing too much going on, but still got some nice analysis out. We've got our JPY direction right as well. Hopefully this EG plays. I think we've got the EG direction correct as well. But again, we'll see how it goes. I do think that this is going to carry up to this high before we go down to the likes of this wick, but we will see. Anyway, big up to everyone who tuned in, and I will catch you in the next live, boys. Big up the community. Oh, yeah, by the way, boys, there's currently a 50% off on signals. There's currently a 50% off sale on signals. So if you want to get signals for 50% off, as I said, you could have got that JPY one we had yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before yesterday. So you could have got a nice 5-to-1 straight to your charts. I mean, straight to your... whatever, I don't know, straight to your DMs, whatever, straight to your messages. You could have got in that. We've got a lot of people passing funded accounts. I'll show you quickly how you can get used to that discount. If you go here to full access, you go to signals, and then you can go upgrade here. If you go on the announcements, you can see yesterday we had a lot of banging trades. We had this one, which played out full TP, and we had this one, which played out full TP, which give us 7 RR in only 2 days. In only 1 day. We also had a new signal trader, a new swing trader, caught these 4-hour longs. You can see there with the entry stop loss TP, entry stop loss TP for them two. 6.5% for him. You can see past phase 1, past phase 2 and phase 1. Stupid to be honest. There's money being made, money being made, money being made. So if you do want to get that, boys, I'll put this discount code back active. I'm reactivating it. So 7RR 1 day, code 7RR 1 day. Go to announcements, click the link, and use that code 7RR in 1 day. Big up to everyone, man. Big up to everyone who tuned in. Hopefully I'll see some of you in the Signal group. Yeah, man, 50% off. So that's your best chance to get on. You're going to get over £100 off a month. So it's normally £200. Well, it's normally £190 a month or £180 a month. Normally £180 a month. Right now you can get it for £90 a month. So £90 a month for all of my trades, all of Mace's trades, all of Stu's trades, as well as another crypto trader who's been profitable every single month. He's been with us over 12 months. And another swing trader who we've just added, who has been with us for less than 2 weeks, or 2 weeks, just about 2 weeks now actually to the day, and is already up 6.5%. He also had another trade yesterday, which he cancelled due to news. Let me just show you this one right here. This trade here. EU buyer, which did it TP, but he did cancel due to news. So it would have been another TP. But boys, we're absolutely cooking over there. So if you want to get it for half price, I'm going to reactivate it now, and I'll reactivate it for 3 more people. So all 5 of them were used yesterday. So 3 more people I'm going to let get in now. I'll send the announcement out again one more time in the signal section. And then, yeah, boys, get in. 3 people I'm letting in. Big up to everyone who tuned in today. Appreciate all the support from the community. And I'll catch you in the next live, boys. Sweet. Yesterday. So 3 more people I'm going to let get in now. I'll send the announcement out again one more time in the signal section. And then, yeah, boys, get in. 3 people I'm letting in. Big up to everyone who tuned in today. Appreciate all the support from the community. And I'll catch you in the next live, boys. Sweet.